And so I want to ask, this video is kind of asking some of the people that have watched me. I'm hoping you can help me. I'm looking for prop space has got pretty crazy the last couple of years, and there may be a prop firm I haven't looked at. I don't want to just jump into a take profit account. There's two reasons for that. Since I bought the evaluation account, Take Profit Trader has brought back their activation fees. I hate that. I don't think you should pay an activation fees if you demonstrated your ability to trade. And I really don't like evals, to be honest with you. I'll do another one. I would probably sign up another one if they didn't have the activation fee, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't like activation fees. I hate them. I don't want to trade with a firm that does those. And there's just too much energy and effort that goes into evals. And then you pay to sign up an eval, then you got to pay for an activation fee. And then what happened to me again, I don't want to do that again. Another thing I'd be interested in, if anybody's used one and anybody has some good recommendations, has anybody got a direct funded and paid the money to get one of those? I know they're quite a bit more expensive, but you can just start out making money relatively fast. And using the simple market metric system, you should be able to do really well using that. Especially with some of the videos I've put out, some of the trainings, the way I've used it, some of the things you've seen on my channel already. It's very possible. But also Justin puts out a video pretty frequently, and the guy just kills it day in and day out. That's what sucked me in. That's what got me involved. I bought this probably 3 or 4 months ago, did myself a favor, and I studied the charts. I did the chart time before I even bought a prop account. And I recommend you do that as well. I wouldn't trade live money with this just yet. I'd give it a week or two at least. Get familiar with it, get a good feel for it, trade what you want to trade. Everything moves differently. MNQ is very different from MES, even though they're tied together. And gold is different than those two. I traded crude oil a couple times, and I had a hard time with that one because it moves so differently. Um, it's all up to what you like. But my recommendation is stare at the same screen every day. Get used to what you need to look for. Get used to what's important, what works, what doesn't. If we kind of deep dive into gold today, I've had to do some stuff for work today, and I'm really not in a rush to jump into another eval. I kind of wanted to put this video out to see if anybody's got some good suggestions before I buy another eval. So that's the whole point of this video, and that's kind of what I'm looking at doing this week. But you can see market open, we started selling pretty heavy, and this thing has just done a nice bearish move all day. If anybody watches Justin's video today, he talked about anytime you get an indecision candle, and the next candle tells you a lot what's going to happen. So right here, and this kind of goes along with how I trade. I watch for if I'm scalping, especially if I've got time to sit in front of the computer. I look for any time we touch our EMA. Anytime we've retraced into an EMA, that's a great opportunity to sell. It may look like it's going to buy, but you watch everything. You don't just watch the price action, okay? This thing may have touched, you might have got right above this EMA, but look what happened next. The very next candle, our histogram shows us that we were sinking. We got another sell signal. Get this out of here. Why isn't this going away? We got, if you just, I'm not going to point at it because it keeps pulling up the menu. But if you go right here, we got another sell signal. And 10 minutes later, this thing started sinking again. So we just continued the downtrend. Now, these white dots, I love looking at just these white dots. Take a step back and just look at the white dots. Very, very clear what's happening. Anytime you see this kind of stuff, you're bearish, been bearish all morning. This is a good indicator of exhaustion. Anytime we're kind of tightening our range, you're going to see a support and resistance level very close together. That means price is slowing down, volume's confirming that. So we're at the end of a trading session here, so there's not going to be some very, very big moves. But every now and again, you'll see some random weird spikes. Those are designed by the market to take people's stop losses out. That's how the market makers make money. They are against us retail traders. And simple market metrics is one of the best tools you can use to combat their stupid FU candles that they put out randomly. So anyway, this video is going to be short today. I didn't do much in trading. I've had a lot of things I had to do outside of here. My main goal this week is I want to investigate prop firms. So anybody who has um, put the comments below. Email me if you want to keep it secret or private or whatever. That's fine too. Tell me what's worked for you. Tell me what you're happy with. I've heard a lot of new names like Savius. Um, Haven't really done much with like Blue Sky or Blue Ski. I haven't really done much with Trade Day. I've done a couple evals with my funded futures last year. I haven't done much with them recently, but I'd look at those guys again. In fact, right now they look to be the best option as far as lowest cost 50K account. I think you can get a 50K account with the discount I have at $102, and there's no activation fees, and you can take out weekly withdrawals. So, yeah, give me suggestions. Tell me what's worked for you. I would even look at maybe some direct to funded accounts. Take Profit Trader is offering. Um, I I just don't want to do another eval with those guys. I don't know if I want to spend the $600 to activate my pro account again. I may do that. I just want to, before I just jump into something else, I want to investigate a little bit. So I know like a lot of direct account funded accounts. Tradeify has a direct funded account that's like $300, $350 for 50K. So I may do that. I'm a little leery about using other places that I haven't heard. So I'm kind of hoping that somebody that watches my channel can share some info and share some experience and knowledge and what they've seen and how it's worked for them. So yeah, post in the comments below. This is kind of an open comment video. Tell me what's worked for you. Give me some suggestions, some things I want to investigate, and I'm going to take a couple days and look into that before I just buy something else. So I hope you did good in the markets today. If you haven't bought Simple Market Metrics, use my code, get it, get a demo account, play with it for a couple weeks. That's my biggest recommendation. If you need any help with some of these extra things I've added, I can easily. Everything I've got on here is free from TradingView. You've got Order Block Detector by Luxago, an EMA is basic 21 close. Volume indicators real easy to get a hold of. The RSI histogram alert that's on in TradingView, and I don't have anything special. These are just my basic settings right here. 9 EMA, 12 plus, 12 negative, 1.5. That's all you need. That's how I use it. It works really good on the 2 minute chart. It works really good on the 5 minute chart. I like to be in alignment. So if I see the 1 hour has been selling really hard, then when I go back to my 5 minute or my 2 minute and it's selling as well, that's when I jump in. That's how you use confirmation. So anyway, this is just how I like to use it. There is a version 5 out now that Justin's offered. I don't want to switch to that because I spent so much time with this chart setup. I just want to keep rocking this. I really like this. I'm really happy with it. I don't feel like I need to add anything to it. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I really don't think I'm going to gain anything by updating to another version. The version he has out now has a little indicator box or a little it would basically replace right here. I just have it, it's a multi-time frame confirmation box, which is cool. I like that. But it's real easy for me just to go boom, boom. And like I said, the important thing as a trader is you want to be able to look at your chart at any time on any pair, any day, any time frame, and get a very good idea for what's going on without having to add a bunch of stuff and change a bunch of stuff. One of the worst things you can do in trading, and take this from years and years and years of experience, is to sit and change and change and change and change. Always be looking for a different indicator, always be looking for a different setup, always be looking for different things. All you're going to do, because what happens with a lot of people, they'll get a chart set up, they'll have one or two losses, and they'll give it away. They'll stop. What they don't realize is that chart setup would probably tell them you got to take your losses with your wins. And if you looked at the chart setup you had, it probably told you that some way, somehow, and you just gave up and wanted to find. Everybody's looking for that magic indicator or that magic chart setup that's just going to produce win after win after win. Doesn't exist. In my opinion, for the cost you're paying for $100, you're going to be really hard to beat something like this that can give you three, four indication confirmations in one, and everything I've added to that is just even more confirmation. That's basically all it is. So anyway, prop firm video. Please give me some notes. I've had some good conversations with new people. I really enjoy that. Let me know what's worked for you. Give me some indications, or give me some shoot some different ones out there that I've never heard of before. Maybe there's, like I said, the prop space is huge now. Maybe there's a new one out there that's great that somebody's had really good luck with. That's relatively affordable. I don't really care about the cost as much as I do care about performance. You're going to be able to get payouts. They're solid. They're legit. I mean, cost is a factor, obviously, but I'm more worried. I don't care if something's cheap. If you're like Apex, that's one firm I will never deal with. They are a scam. I have never seen a company that's ran so poorly as them. I've known several different traders that have absolutely got hosed by those guys. At one point, they were not paying people. They wanted you to make videos. They wanted you all this stuff, but they had the cheapest evals out there. So, in my opinion, I'm not going to pay for a cheap eval when you have to turn around and do all these, jump through all these hoops, and then pay an activation fee, and then just do everything you can to trade and do to make money, and then they won't pay out. I mean, that's that. I don't even go down that road. That doesn't even make sense to me. I'd rather trade with take profit trader. They don't care how you trade mostly. You just got 4 or 5 simple rules you got to meet, and then you get a payout. That's why I've stuck with them so much. And my funded futures is probably a close second to them. So anyway, leave me your comments. Leave some ideas that I can look into. I'm all about being investigative instead of just being in a rush and jump into something else. And while I'm talking here, look what we've got developing here. This is showing some good momentum. If volume comes up here, it's pretty late in the day, so I probably won't do much with this. And like I said, it's most of my demo account, so it doesn't really matter anyway. But the metrics work, guys. So leave your comments. Show me. Leave some information for me to look at. Give me just a brief description of what your experience has been, what you've been really happy with, somewhere you've got a payout with, somewhere you feel confident in giving someone else a heads up on, and you're confident in telling them that that's a good company to use and they can spend their money there and feel comfortable with what they're going to get, not get hosed. And yeah, let's all kind of work together. So if you like I say, if you haven't got the simple market metrics, I'm going to end the video on this. Get it, guys. Spend the $100. Yeah, I promise you, if you get on TradingView and start looking for indicators and start looking for other programs, $100 is a drop in the bucket for what you can spend. I've seen other similar setups or other algos you can buy, and they're thousands of dollars. They can get really expensive. Somebody sent me an actual link the other day. I looked into it. It looked like a really, really good one. Very, very in depth. Probably much more in depth than even Simple Market Metrics is, but they wanted $6,000 for it. It's labeled a professional trading software. Supposedly, professional traders use it, whatever. Supposedly, 14,000 traders across the globe are using it, getting good results day in and day out. Okay, that's great, but I don't have $6,000. To be honest with you, I don't really think you need to spend that. I think you can spend this money here and get a very, very good product. One of the best products I've seen, especially at the price point. So my link's in the notes. My whole goal with this channel is I do want to get some referrals. I do want to be an affiliate for Justin, and that's the whole goal of this channel here. So if you haven't got it, get it. Get a TradingView account. Get a demo account and play with it for a week or two, and I'll be very surprised. And you can email me if you want to communicate with me. Just email me, and I'd be very surprised if you don't have success after a week or two, if not within the first day or two. Okay, thank you, traders. I appreciate everybody. I've met some new people in the last little while. It's been awesome. My channel's growing very rapidly, which is fun to see. And I enjoy the community. I enjoy working with other traders that are trying to do the same thing as me. And yeah, let's all make this year a great year for us.